morning, and welcome to another episode of Fishing with Tom. This morning, shortly as we go into the bridge, we're going to be in Middle Rang Pond, going after the smorgasbord of trout that they have to offer. This body of water, the Rang Pond chain, Middle, Upper, and Lower Rang Pond, have been heavily stocked for many years with brook trout, rainbow trout, and brown trout, a virtual smorgasbord of fish opportunity. It's a little chilly this morning, about 30 degrees, but no wind yet, which is good. The last couple of days have been almost too windy to fish. So we're going to motor under the bridge here and get out into the lake. We're going to try trolling some small spoons and maybe some flies today at a good pace. See what the fish finder shows. Hopefully hook up some of those fish. I typically fish this lake by fishing the shoreline. This time of year there's a lot of mooring lines you got to look out for. The bottom contour changes a bit. But usually a pretty productive lake. And everything's early this year. Everything's happened early. Salmon season came and went for the most part in this part of the neck of the woods. So now it's a good time to target trout, which I typically wait until May. Well, it's almost May. We're about a week away. But I don't have the temperature guide on my fish finder here, but it's still cold water up here in Maine. We've had some mild days, but the water's still cold. So we'll sign off and hopefully get into some fish shortly. This pond sees a lot of pressure in the winter, a lot of ice fishing. It's close to town, the Lewis and Auburn area. So there's a number of people that come out here and ice fish. They do very well in the different trout that are here. I know there's bass in here as well. I'm not sure what else is here. I think they used to stock salmon, but that was a long time ago. See, we're shallowing up down about 6 feet. I want to get out. We're going to tap bottom again. Not a huge pond. We can see Route 26 ahead, and that's where we launched, right in that gut there. So not a great sized body of water, but good enough, and plenty of stocked fish to keep anglers happy. And occasionally you luck into one of those broodstock fish that they put, or one of the ones that's held over and gotten bigger. There's some real decent brown trout that have been taken out of here, and I've got a couple of decent brookies over the years too. But the browns really seem to put the size on in this body of water. Wouldn't mind latching into one of those today. And we got our first fish of the morning. That didn't take long. What we got on here? Gotta get that fly rod in. We'll leave it be for now. Let's see what we got here. Not a real big hit, but probably a small trout. Coming in fairly easy. Oh, look at that. Nice little rainbow, looks like. And we can let him go with the boat. That didn't take long. He's lively now. Lively at the boat. Oh, nice brown. Nice little brown, actually. Hold still, buddy. Oh, still. That's a nice, decent brown. Off he goes. No worse for the wear. With this lure and with flies, I try to troll around 2 to 2.5 miles per hour. I've got a speed sensor on the fish finder, as you can probably see, but I like to gauge it with the tachometer, and I'm running about 1210 RPM right now. Anywhere between 1180 and 1240 RPM seems to be a good speed for lures with this boat set up. I put this tack on this spring, and it gives me an hour meter as well. When it shuts down, it tells you how many hours you've run, so it's good for maintenance. It's real good for trolling. I'm not certain how accurate the fish finder speeds are. Some of the units have a GPS. I think those are a little more accurate, but I think the tack's a great way to gauge your trolling speed too. Want to go a little faster for flies, and of course a lot slower for trolling sonar smelt, almost half mile an hour. A lot of times I'll use the trolling plate on this 25 horse. It idles down real well, but the trolling plate really slows the bait down. This part of the lake we're not getting as much breeze as we were on the other side either, so it's a little easier to troll today. But not bad, certainly not like yesterday. I got blown off the lake mid-morning yesterday. The wind was just howling right down Thompson Lake, which it typically does. And it was windy in the afternoon as well when I took that square stern out for a couple of test runs. But this is a perfect day today. Just a little bit of a chop on the water, a little bit of a ripple. Sun's out. It's warming me up a little bit, and hopefully a couple fish will warm me up here soon. So we'll sign off, enjoy a cup of coffee, and then get back. And we got another fish on. That one hit pretty solid. A lot better than the first one. Oh yeah, there's some activity going on there. Something jumping. That's definitely a heavier fish. Could be a bass. Could be a bass. No, that's a trout of some sort. Let's see. Oh, he's spirited too. No, it's a bass. Look at that. Little Rang Pond Smallie. Hold on there, buddy. We'll get you. Hold on, we'll get you. We'll take you right out of there. Hold still. Try to lip you. There you go. Well, not what we were after, but still a fun fish to catch. Get that out of you, buddy. I'll let you be on your way. Yeah, nice little Rang Pond bronze back. Definitely hit harder than a trout. We'll get back in the action here. Well, the wind was getting rough on Middle Rang there. It's blowing down the lake pretty strong, so I'm going to motor under the bridge again and try Upper Rang Pond. See what I do there. had a real solid hit here. That was a real decent hit. Let's see what we got. The fish has some play to it. Trying to avoid getting hung up on shore here. It's a little bit windy here on Upper Rang. What do we got here? Oh, nice one. Nice trout. Yeah, I got one hooked on the side there. That's interesting. Beautiful brook trout. Beautiful brook trout. Oh, hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. I'm trying to help you. Beautiful Rang Pond brook trout. Hooked kind of weird here. There he goes. There you go, buddy. Good job. Now that's what we're after. Rang Pond brookie like that. We're in about 12 feet of water, and he hit solid. Foul hooked, but hooked nonetheless. Let's get back out there and do the same thing. That's what we came for, a nice spirited brook trout. That was probably about a 14 incher or so. Put up a good fight. Hooked kind of sideways on the gill plate there, but that might have been part of the reason, but he really hit solid. He bent the rod right over, and the drag started peeling off. He was in about 12-13 feet of water, so I knew I hadn't hooked bottom. So real good fight this morning. I had another tap a little bit before that in that same 12-foot section of water, so I come around this point. I'm going to try to stay out of the wind, and I'm going to turn around and then control back past that same spot, because there seemed to be a lot of fish on the fish finder when I drifted out to play that fish too. So we'll see what happens.